Linda here, the scrapbooking photographer. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much to everybody who has supported me so far. I have now reached 500 subscribers, so working towards 1,000. And today I am working on two hops. One is a new one that I really wanted to be a part of last month but just didn't have time, and that is Tuesday Inspiration. And the inspiration for this week is this photo submitted by Mel from Mel W Scrapping. So that's the inspiration for today, and it immediately made me think of this paper which I had in a pack from Close to My Heart. Now it doesn't have the purples in it, but I like the sprinkles and things with it. Now the other thing that I'm taking part on today is the 30 days sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is the sketch that we're working to today. So you can see there's a little bit of mixed media in the background, so I'm going to start with that and see how we go. The photo that I'm working with is this one of myself and my dog Pippa, taken in 2021. Now Pippa's just been really sick. She's had a fairly big operation, so she's been on my mind, but this is also going to go into the album of me for 2021. It kind of depicts the way I felt that year, which was all good and happy. So this is for the album about me. So I was originally going to do it just with normal inks, but I've decided to use the Distress Oxides. Now I've got Kitsch Flamingo and Victorian Velvet. I think it's probably the Kitsch Flamingo that I'll use the most. So I'm just going to, pop some of that on my mat and hope that it goes with the paper I've chosen. Put some water on it. The Distress Oxides react with the water really well, so it makes them a little bit more easy to mush. With a little bit of packaging, mix that up and just want it in the background a little bit. I hope everybody's getting some crafting time and getting things in their albums to document their lives and those of the lives around them. That's what it's all about. I'll just put that on the back there, and just to use up what's left, we'll just smoosh that around. Okay, and we'll just leave that to dry. Wiping the mat off so we don't get Distress Oxide over everything. We'll bring in the trimmer and we'll get these zip strips off both of these pieces of paper. So I quite like this one with all the different coloured hearts, and this one I want off because we're going to use the paper and I don't need it. I want to keep it intact, so we'll leave that. Oops, it's already broken, so there we go. Now for the V's in the middle, I thought what we might do is cut this in half. Now I have got the other side of the page, or the companion page, to do as well at another time. So I wanted to have enough left over to use over there, and I'm going to use this for the 3 triangles or chevrons in the middle. So if I just go there, we've got, that's 6 inches. Okay, so I've got 6 inches there, so I'm just going to mark off every 2. Very lightly, and then I want the same angle, so that's there, I want that on there, and so that I've got the point at the same height there. I'm figuring that should work. I really hope so anyway. With there to just make sure it's straight. And then if we put that on the top, we'll be able to get the same angle coming down on that side there. We've got 1, 2, and we've got this one here. See what that looks like on the page. said. There's this going along the bottom. Okay. So that's going to be alright, but before we put anything on there, I want to do a few splatters on here. And for that, I'm using the ombre metallic watercolours. And they come with a little brush that you fill up with water, and then squeezing a little bit of water on top of the palette just softens it a bit so that you can then pick it up and splash it around the page. Now you can't see a lot of the effect on the film there, but when it's dry I'll be able to show you the metallic look that it gives, and I think that goes nicely with the inspiration that Mel put up for us this week. So I've wiped it just on a paper towel in between the silver colour and the black, and you can see now the black is going on over the top, so it'll just give us a bit of a contrast. And then I've wiped it again and using the gold to give us a bit more of a contrast. So this is just going in the background, and it also gives me different options to use on the companion page as well. So I'll give the brush a good wipe before I put it away, and then I will move the white page over to dry. And while that dries, I'll just get this photo ready to mount, and I want to do it in this rosy colour. So I'm going to trim that. This is all I've got left of the marbled rose. So I'm going to cut an inch off that side and leave that for the companion page, and then make this even all the way around. And then I have this piece, which I want to use on the back of that. And so we've got our piece there. It's nearly dry, and you can see the shine on there that just catches in the light from those different colours of metallic paint that we popped on there. So we can bring in our chevrons, and I know on the sketch they're all the same size, but I thought I would be a little bit different, and the way I cut them meant that they're coming out like this, and I think that made the best use of the paper. And then we'll clip that. Now things along the bottom, like on the sketch there, and we need some of this colour under here just to bring it in a bit more. So I've got that one or the marbled one. I think I might put the marbled one down there. And I think if I put it over this side, it actually brings out a little bit more of the pink. So that's what I'm going to do to fix that, and that can be the left-hand page. That's starting to look a bit more how I want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down, and then we'll come back and finish off. Now, I just want to add this piece of rosy coloured cardstock down the bottom, just tucking it underneath to give the base a little bit more weight. Okay, now I have a gold clip, which I'm just going to pop down to attach. I mean, obviously everything's stuck down anyway, but I'll just pop that in there as a little embellishment. Okay, so I just want to put the numbers of the year here, which I've cut out in the die cut letters, die cut numbers. 2021. So I'll stick those down and do a little bit of journaling here. So I just want to pretty it up a little bit, and I thought I might put a little bit of lace over this join here. So I'll trim it to that join there. Just add that with some tape along here. And I that to kind of cover the join between those two pieces of cardstock, as well as prettying up the page a little bit, seeing how it's all about girls. Just need to spread it out so that it's even. So it's slightly stretchy, so just need it to go the distance but not overrun, so that I get a nice clean join at each end. Okay, I've got this, the Hearts of Elegance die dies have some beautiful things. I'm just going to cut a couple of the embossed ones, 1, 2, and a little one in here also, so one of those down here too. So I'll go and cut those out. Okay, so we've got these, have got some beautiful little details on them. So I'll put one there, one here, and one there. So that gives us the 3 little areas. Stick those on and cut a couple of little embellishments on there. So there's 2 playlists that you can watch from this. The 30 Days Sketches and Chrissy's Beautiful Life. There'll be a link to that underneath in the description so that you can find everybody else's creation. This sketch is actually from day 1, so there's lots of days to come. And also Tuesday Inspiration, which is a weekly hop. There's 4 of us in there, so have a look at Mel W Scrapping and Kay's mum, and also Ivy Cole Creations. I'll just add a few little gems in different places just to bring out a little bit more sparkle. And I think that lines up quite nicely with Mel's inspiration that she put forward. Just kind of a little bit more glitter around the place. And then using my very old journaling pen, I'm just going to bring a little bit more of this colour in around the outside with some faux stitching. And I think that helps to keep everything contained within the page a little bit, as per the sketch by E from Caledonia Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for watching today. I do hope you enjoyed seeing that come together, and I hope you get to make time to see everybody else's contributions. Happy crafting!